So what is Ignite? That's a really good question. So Ignite is it's a speed presentation format. You get 5 minutes. Each speaker gets 15 slides that auto-advance after 15 seconds. So it's a common platform. It's a way to bring everybody on the same level and to express their own individuality. You know, there's no barrier to who you are, who you represent. We just ask to follow a few simple rules, no pitches, be really awesome, and represent something you believe in.
We need a way of thinking about innovation that starts from a different starting point than product design.
I still think that face-to-face is the ultimate social technology.
So you only have 20 slides, you have a really limited amount of time, and so you have to be super clear and super focused in terms of what you want to say and why you want to say it.
What I like to do is I like to evaluate these potential messiahs by asking, what would they do? In this case, what would Larry David do?
Well, I'm doing a presentation later on the shy presenter. Basically, it's an introvert's guide to public speaking. Now, why would you want to give a presentation in the first place? Why would you spend hours developing something that could risk embarrassment, hecklers, rotten tomatoes?
I was 235 pounds, 245 pounds. I had long, shaggy hair. I had no self-confidence. I was depressed. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I said, whatever, time to change. 6 months later, I was 185 pounds. I was confident, I was strong, and I started a business that I'm still running today.
We're total nerds. We like tech, but we like anything that you think is cool, really.
Hot rodding started in the late 40s after the war. There were all these cheap, hackable cars.
And I talked about just basically how the things that people like to hack, hardware-wise, like hot rods and speak and spells, eventually run out.
His blog actually has a physical manifestation. How cool is that? Every day he goes out, cards the news from the papers.
Ignite's always a really interesting, diverse group of people from all different sectors, you know, technology, business, social media, also, you know, sort of interesting creative types.
The glaciers are leaving us. They're simultaneously shrinking and retreating, and we only have sort of a short moment in which to kind of think about relating to them.
The really exciting things about this particular Ignite is that it's also part of Global Ignite Week, and so it's happening in over 60 cities around the world, 1,000 plus events, and something like 6,000 million individuals who are totally kicking their own ass and getting up there. It's totally accurate.
But if you're wondering if they gave half their album away for free, how did they make money? It's a good question. Well, they made Uzi-shaped USB keys and they put the album on it.
You can't build a beautiful world and let it stand on its own. You have to build in a moral universe. You have to build in a sense of conflict and characters that you can believe in.
Is the notion of empty gestures, the notion that how can you really tell what people mean?
Dials on the dashboards, the hinges work, they've got antennas on them. Sells them for 500 to 2,000 bucks a piece. Amazing, right? And he makes them entirely of waste materials.
This is the most important one, and they never teach you that in business school. Your mother's test, right? Before you say something, ask your mother, what would your mother think?
I was like, okay, Ignite's kind of scary. 15 seconds a slide, automatically advancing, that's tough. But it's a fun experiment, so I decided to go for it.
I think it went okay. I didn't choke, I didn't cry. That was all right, yeah.